Life is unpredictable. One moment, everything feels stable, and the next, chaos strikes without warning. A sudden loss, an unexpected betrayal, a failure that shakes your confidence. These moments test your character, but while most people react with frustration, fear, or despair, a Stoic sees these moments differently. A Stoic understands that suffering is not in the event itself, but in how we interpret it. When something goes wrong, the first instinct is often to complain, to blame others, circumstances, or even fate. But what does that accomplish? Nothing. The past cannot be changed. What has happened is already set in stone. A Stoic does not waste time wishing for a different reality. Instead, they focus entirely on what they can control: their thoughts, their actions, and their responses. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the foundation of Stoicism. Control what you can. Let go of what you cannot. When you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. If it rains on your wedding day, if a friend turns against you, if your plans fail, it is what it is. You cannot change the event itself, but you can control how you interpret it. Will you see it as a disaster or as an opportunity to prove your resilience? Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. If you lose your job, if someone betrays you, if life takes something away, you have two choices. You can drown in self-pity or see it as a lesson, an opportunity to rebuild. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Every hardship is a test. Will you break under pressure, or will you grow stronger?" Fear is the greatest prison, yet most people willingly lock themselves inside. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment. But what is fear really? It is nothing more than an illusion, a thought created in your mind. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, the art of imagining the worst-case scenario. Why? Because once you face your worst fears mentally, they lose their power over you. If you fear losing money, imagine yourself with nothing, learning to survive with the bare minimum. If you fear public speaking, imagine yourself failing completely, stuttering, forgetting your words, only to realize that even if it happens, you will survive. Most of what we fear never happens, and even when it does, it is rarely as bad as we imagined. Gratitude is a weapon against suffering. Most people live their lives focused on what they lack, what they have lost, or what they desire. They compare themselves to others, always chasing something more. But a Stoic appreciates what they already have: your health, your mind, the simple ability to breathe. These are gifts. If you woke up today, you already have more than many others. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Shift your focus from what is missing to what is present, and life transforms before your eyes. True strength isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about embracing it. The Stoics believed in voluntary discomfort, putting themselves in difficult situations on purpose. They would take cold showers, fast, walk barefoot, or sleep on the floor, not because they enjoyed suffering, but because they wanted to train their minds to endure discomfort. Comfort makes people weak. Struggle builds resilience. If you want to be unshakable in the face of adversity, you must prepare for it. A person who has never faced hardship will collapse at the first sign of difficulty. But someone who has trained their mind through discipline and discomfort will remain steady no matter what happens. Memento mori, remember you will die. This is one of the most powerful Stoic principles. At first, it sounds grim, but it is not meant to make you fear death. It is meant to wake you up. Every second wasted on anger, fear, regret, or trivial concerns is a second you will never get back. Death is the great equalizer, and it can come at any moment. Instead of fearing it, use it as motivation. Let it push you to live fully, to act with purpose, to let go of what does not matter. When you remember that time is limited, you stop procrastinating. You stop fearing judgment. You focus only on what is truly important. Life will test you. You will lose. You will suffer. And you will face obstacles. But a Stoic does not run from difficulty. They welcome it, because hardship is not the enemy. It is the fire that forges you into something greater. The world will throw challenges your way. People will betray you. Unexpected events will shake your plans. But none of these things have the power to destroy you unless you let them. You decide whether these experiences make you bitter or better. A Stoic understands that true happiness does not come from wealth, success, or external achievements. Those things are temporary. They can be taken away in an instant. True happiness comes from within, from self-discipline, from inner stability, from mastering your mind. When you cultivate these things, no external force can shake you. You become untouchable. Most people waste their lives waiting for perfect conditions to start living. They say, "I'll be happy when I get that job," or "I'll start my dream when I have more money." But a Stoic knows that waiting is an illusion. The only time to act is now. The only moment you truly own is the present one. Seneca said, "While we wait for life, life passes. If you want to change, start today. If you want to become stronger, practice now. Do not wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come." In the end, everything comes down to one simple truth. You are responsible for your own mind. No one else controls your thoughts, your emotions, or your decisions. Life will throw challenges at you, but you have the power to decide how to respond. Will you be shaken by every difficulty, or will you stand firm? Will you waste your energy on things outside your control, or will you focus only on what you can change? The choice is yours. You can live like everyone else, complaining, fearing, and reacting emotionally. Or you can live like a Stoic, calm, disciplined, and in control. Challenges will come, that is certain, but how you face them will define you. A weak person breaks. A Stoic adapts, learns, and grows. The world does not decide your fate. You do.